key member in that Indian bowling lineup, and it's not often we say a key member when you've just come into international cricket, will be T. Natarajan. I mean, here he was playing in the IPL, not much known about him. But in terms of starting, if you rewind about 4 years to when Jasprit Bumrah started, and we've put together some numbers. It's been doing the rounds, but we thought we'd put it into perspective here. Have a look at this. Jasprit Bumrah in 2016, 3 matches that India won. First ODI, 2 for 40, India won. Look at that, Natarajan. Few more runs, but still a couple of wickets. And 3 for 23 versus 3 for 30. And then when we say first ODI, we of course mean his first ODI, because remember, like Natarajan, Jasprit Bumrah came into the series in 2016 in the middle of a series. He actually flew in because of an injury. He was sitting in Mumbai. And Zahid, interesting one, before we actually come to the number matching, I remember chatting with Jasprit Bumrah about flying in that series. And the first thing I asked him was, so what did MS Dhoni tell you? You know, big first day international cricket, big crowd. And he said, absolutely nothing, not a word. I flew in there, sitting on the plane, thinking in my mind, what's this fabulous captain going to tell me? Not that he suggested he wasn't a fabulous captain, but he just said he said, you're the boss, you know exactly what to do. You have plan A. If plan A fails, you come to me for plan B. That's how MS was, but not bad for Bumrah to start that way and be where he is today.
Well, that's how it usually works at the international level, isn't it? You know, you have to make sure that you express yourself and stick to your strengths. You know, I remember my first game, you know, when Dada just threw the ball at me and said, you're bowling the first over. And then that's how it starts, you know. So you have to back your strengths. I think when you speak about Natarajan, you know, the kind of the numbers which you're showing is also the kind of impact he has made, you know, to match the numbers of someone like Bumrah, you know, who's had such a fabulous career going for him at this level, and how he's evolved himself as a bowler. You know, that's something which T. Natarajan should look up to now. You know, he's started in the similar kind of fashion, but you also have to see, you know, how Bumrah has evolved into a consistent match winner, and that's something which Natarajan will have to surely motivate himself to do and approach the game in that fashion. He has shown the signs what he can do at this level. He has shown that he has been adapting very quickly. He has been a keen learner of the game in this short series. But there comes a phase, you know, where all the others are also trying to stay ahead of you by analyzing what your strengths are and trying to put pressure and find those chinks in the armor. So that is something, you know, which is going to be homework for Natarajan. You know, take all the confidence possible from this series and so far what he has done at the international level, but never stop that process of evolving himself and keep on becoming better and as you learn more tricks of the trade.
Yeah, possibly want to make one final impression, Michael, before his next opponents, if he stays in the team, and we expect him to, will be your boys coming down possibly early 2021.
Yeah, I mean, he'll certainly stay in the team, you would think, with what he's done in the first 2 T20s. You know, can he be the next Jasprit Bumrah? I think he can in white ball cricket. I haven't seen him with the red ball yet. I haven't seen enough really to think that in Test match cricket he'd have a massive success. I think he could probably do with a few more yards of pace, but you know, you never know. I mean, I always remember Jasprit Bumrah. It took a while for him to get into the Test team. Everyone thought he was just a white ball bowler, and he's been, you know, outstanding. In my opinion, the best all-round bowler across all the formats with Pat Cummins. You know, I think in white ball cricket, Zach's absolutely right. You know, Natarajan, he started great. He's obviously got a subtle action change that you can't pick up as a batter at this stage. But the more players seeing, the more teams analysing, the more data that is kind of put on him, that's the real challenge. It's sometimes the easiest part of your career is your first kind of few games because no one's seen you, and the opposition are kind of still trying to work you out. You've not had any downs, so you've not had any kind of failures to have to come back from. And he will have that, you know, it's just the nature of the beast that he will have bad games, he'll have a bad run of form, that's normal. Everyone goes through that. It's how you come through that is the ability of you as an individual in terms of your mindset, your skill level, just keep improving. And if he can come through that first dip, which we'll go through, I'm pretty sure he's going to be around the Indian side for a few years. I certainly see him at this stage being a part of that T20 World Cup in a year's time. I just think the left arm option, he seems to have a smart cricket brain on his shoulders, which is so important, and he's got great variations. I certainly see him being a part of the T20 World Cup.